Hey, we're Evanescence, and you're watching Dream TV.
Evanescence, özellikle vokalisti Amy Lee'nin güçlü performansıyla seyirciyi büyüledi.
Hello, how are you feeling? How does it feel to be back in Istanbul?
Awesome. We didn't get to spend much time here before, and we love it here, so it's great to be back.
What do you remember the most about the show, about the audience, or about the city? I don't know, like what do you experience?
Well, last time we were only here for just the show. You know, we came in on a bus, we played the show, and we left, but I remember that we left on a boat, and it was beautiful, and there was fireworks and live music, and we were like, wow, we got to come back here and spend a minute. So we had yesterday to hang out. We had a nice Turkish meal out, you know, and hung out.
Do you remember what did you eat?
Oh, you know, kebabs, all that stuff. I don't know what everything is called. There's a lot of crazy words here, but it was delicious and wonderful. Everyone's so nice.
Okay, so we were kind of worried, like, if Evanescence would never come back, like, because it's 5 years, it's a long time. So what did you do for the past 5 years?
You know, it started with some time off. You know, this has been the center focus of my life since I was a teenager, you know, a young teenager. So started with that. I got married in 2007, and then we wrote for a long time until we were just extremely proud of the music that we had. I think you should spend all the time it takes to make something great.
Did being married change something in your life, professionally or personally?
Definitely personally. Professionally, you know, I've always used relationships and other people's relationships and just watching things as an inspiration. So, you know, it's not that different. I'll always be making music.
Are we going to hear, like, more melancholy songs?
I don't know if they can get too much more melancholy.
We'll speed them up a bunch and make them really crazy. Play death metal style versions of it.
So you titled your third album as Evanescence. Why is that, and how does it feel to be working with Nick? We know that he did a great job with Foo Fighters and many, many more Deftones, and now with you. How does it feel?
Nick was, you know, part of what really pushed us to, you know, rely on each other and work more as a band than ever before, you know. This was a record where every single part of the band put something into it, you know, and it's very band-driven. A lot of the songs, I think, come across better live than it was like we had the groundwork all laid out even in the studio, because that's sort of how we made the record, was like planning for a tour.
I think you made a different approach for this time, for this record.
Yes. You know, for the first time we sort of sat together and wrote some songs. It always happens, you know, in an intimate way to some degree, where it's a couple of us and we switched off and wrote together in different pairs and threes and whatever else. But then we spent a lot of time, you know, kind of as a group facing each other, just playing instruments, no bells and whistles, no production, no nothing, just writing like a garage band. And there's a lot of trust involved there. And we had that because we'd been a band for a while, you know, and played a lot of live shows together. So it's really cool, good experience.
But it was the first record that you played, right?
Yes, it was the first record that Troy and I did together.
Right, and Tim as well, actually.
Oh, and Tim, yeah, that's right.
So how was for you, recording sessions and everything else, like studio sessions?
It was a lot of fun. Like she said, we just got in a room and wrote together and faced each other and put everything out on the table, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot like...
You happy to be join the band?
Yeah, it's great. I like playing music.
We laughed, we cried, we
laughed,
hugged.
cried, shared stories of Björk.
So as we heard, Björk is one of your idols.
Yes.
And also we can see that a lot of electronic inspirations on this album. It's kind of different. So may I ask, what's your favorite Björk song?
Favorite Björk song?
Yeah.
That's really hard. You know,
I know.
I've always really liked this one song called Play Dead that didn't get a lot of attention because it wasn't on an album. It's a soundtrack song.
So you guys touring a lot, so how they treat you? Hopefully like a princess.
No, I don't want to be treated like a princess. We treat each other like family, you know, with respect, but at the same time, sometimes you need a kick in the ass, and we just give it to each other.
But you're the only girl while touring, right?
Correct.
So you don't get any pillow talk or like girly talk?
Oh, actually, one of my best friends in life, Beth Wilson, is my hair and makeup artist. She's also my assistant and does a lot for all of us. And she's been out with me on the road since 2003. I don't know if I could do it without her.
Ah, that's great. So what would you like to say to your Turkish fans?
Thank you for having us back. It's all because of you. We love you. Thank you so much. We're going to rock tonight. Ready?
heyecanlı bekleyiş nihayet sona erdi. Ve sahnede çok sevdiğimiz, biraz da özlediğimiz Evanescence var. Goldfest'in ilk günü Evanescence'e sona eriyor. Bir sonraki gün yine tüm gruplar ve röportajlarla karşınızdayız.